So for today, I have the Halsey castle inspired makeup look. This was a lot of fun to do, actually. This is way not something I would do on a regular basis, or not something I would even think to do for an event if I had to go to one. So I was really happy with the way that this came out because it was really fun to play with. I did use two palettes that aren't available anymore. This really old Urban Decay one, and I'm actually not even quite sure the name of it because it's that old. But I used one color in there, and then I used one color out of my Little Mermaid palette. Just because the gold that she has in the music video is a very weird colored gold. It wasn't like, I don't know how to explain it. It didn't seem like a yellow gold to me. It seemed more of like a green. Does that make sense? I don't know. Hang on. Let me show you a picture. Well, okay. Let me put the picture like right here. Okay. So you see what I mean? Like the color of her gold seemed a bit odd to me, and I didn't really know how to recreate that without using those two palettes because those were the only colors that I had that were similar to her color gold. Everything else I used in this tutorial though is still fully available for purchase. The lip color is Bow and Arrow from Kat Von D, which I highly recommend because it's a beautiful color, and these are just the best. But anyway, I'll get into all of that later during the video. But I do hope you like this. This was a lot of fun to recreate. So if you have any requests, send them right in and I'll see what I can do. Bye. Thank you. So to prime the face for today's look, we're using the Maybelline Baby Skin Primer. It's a lot like Benefit's Professional, except it's way cheaper. And then for foundation, we're just going in with the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. I have it in the shade Porcelain, which as you can see in the video is not quite my shade, but I'll deal. And then for concealer, I'm also using the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in NC20, which is also not the correct shade, but you know, we'll move on from that. To highlight today, I'm using the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Chantilly, and that's just going on all the high points of my face. Then we're going to bake it all and let it set for a few minutes, and then when we come back, we're going to use the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and we're going to mix Lucid and Lyric, which is the lightest shade, and the yellow tone shade for underneath the eyes, and then for the rest of the face, we're just going to use Lucid. After that's done, we're going to set it with the Coty Airspun powder, and then we're going to start contouring. To contour, we're going to use Somber, I think that's how you pronounce it, from the Shade and Light palette. Now, I know it looks a little weird on camera, but I promise you this all was blended out perfectly. It does not look as patchy as it looks on camera. I just don't think it was a really good lighting day. Once we're done contouring, we're going to use the MAC 135 brush to bronze our face with the Chocolate Soleil Bronzer in Medium Deep from Too Faced. Now for the eyes. I'm going in with the MAC Nordstrom Exclusive palette, and I'm going to start building the crease with the color Wedge. That color is available at all times from MAC, so don't worry if you don't have the palette, you can still get that color. Now to darken the crease, we're going in with Subconscious from the Shade and Light palette. And as you can see with my brush, I'm not really blending in like a wiper motion, but I'm wiggling the brush back and forth. I'm really focusing on making it more of a cat eye shaped blend as opposed to just blending to my eye shape. Then I'm taking an angled shadow brush and I'm just smoking the bottom lash line out with Subconscious as well. Now to start with the gold. I'm just taking a flat shader brush that I spritz with MAC Fix Plus, and I'm using Honey out of that Urban Decay palette, whose name I'm still not really sure of. And I'm just switching back and forth between that wet brush from the Fix Plus and a dry brush to really pack that pigment on. Now from the Little Mermaid palette, I'm going in with the gold shade called Triton, and I'm also going to use a wet brush and a dry brush to pack that on top of the honey color that we already have on the lid. Once that's done, I'm going to take that fluffy brush that I used for the crease and just go back in with a little bit more Subconscious and blend those two colors in together so we don't really have a harsh crease. This isn't supposed to be a cut crease look. So now I'm just using the Kat Von D tattoo liner in Trooper to apply the world's thinnest line of eyeliner you will ever see. I'm just using it so that way when I apply my false lashes in a bit, it's going to be there to cover up the bend. And I'm taking that angled shadow brush one more time and just smoking out the lash line, making sure it's very blown out and blended. So I've applied my Ardell Demi Wispy Lashes, and now I'm just going to highlight the brow bone and inner corner, and for that I'm using MAC's Nylon. For my blush today, I ended up using MAC's Warm Soul. It's just this gorgeous peach color with a really light golden shimmer to it, and I thought that would work really nicely for this look. Halsey isn't wearing a lot of blush in her video, but I thought a nice peachy pink would really fit this look. And then to highlight the rest of my face, I'm just going in with the Laura Mercier Matte Radiance highlighter. Halsey's face isn't very highlighted as much as it is glowy, so I thought this one would work a lot better than, say, one of the Becca highlighters. And last but not least, we're going to use the Kat Von D Everlasting Liquid Lipstick in Bow and Arrow. I really enjoyed this shade, and if it's available to you, I would highly suggest picking it up. It's just gorgeous. Alright, so that's everything. I hope you guys enjoyed this look. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and send in any requests that you have. Bye! Thank you!